Hello everybody, this is Daniel Borg with his project video review for week 4 in MUX 1511 called Improve Your App. And as you can see, I have my storyboard up in 3 parts for you, and I'm going to demonstrate my improvements that I made within the design due to the reading activities that we had last week and this week, and also from the feedback that I got from 3 different um, users that I picked within my friends and family that I've chosen. So as far as the first page and part 1, I pretty much kept it simple, but I do want to let you know 3 changes I made for this particular screenshot is I changed the color of the icon buttons within the header. The key and magnifying glass, I made a bright, vibrant blue because when I was interviewing 2 of my users, they said that the buttons kind of blended in with the same color as the title of the header bar. So you should make it different so it stands out a little bit and the user is aware of the button options. So that's what I did. I also created a add button instead of the plus button that I had before. The reason being is because I also was told through one of my users that this plus button really doesn't indicate what it does, and the user might be a little confused at first before they hit the button to see what that might do. So I changed that and added the same color just to give a little more consistency to that page. Now, as far as the search page, it's still the same with the text fill and everything like that, but if you did hit the add button, it'll bring you to the add item page, which is right here. And there's a few different things that I improved with this particular page. The font for the number in stock, I changed to a larger size, and I changed the color to a bright red to notify the user quicker of how many items are in stock. The button for the quantity has changed to the same color for all buttons in the application. The reason why I chose this color throughout the whole application design, again, is to have a nice consistency for the user to kind of clarify and say to them that, oh, this is blue as well. Well, this has to be a button to change the quantity. Now, as far as the 2 buttons on the bottom, the add, again, I changed from a plus to the add name button. But the order is completely different. I used to have just the letter O for a button for the order form, but I changed it to an order name button with an underline, so that will give a clear description of what that button does, and the user is not wondering before they hit the button why, what button is this for, so, or what does this button do. So this particular page gives a little bit more direction for the user, and a little bit more variety in color and contrast, so the user can see things a little bit more clearly and be directed clearly as well. Now, as far as the next page, I just wanted to show you what the inventory tab does with a list of buttons to navigate throughout the application. The next page is the login page, which these 2 buttons are different color. I changed it to the same color as the rest of the buttons in the application. And the forgot your password and do not have an account sign up have different pages that they will go to. I'll show you in the future of this demonstration. Now, as far as the credit card order form, the only thing going to be different is the cancel button color is different, and the click to save credit card button and order button have the same color as well, but are also underlined. The click save to credit card was black, just like the font and typography for the rest of these particular information sources. So I wanted to stand out and give the user a little bit of identification that that is a button as well, and you can go to another page for another option. Now, as far as the inventory list, this is pretty much the same, except for I changed this order button from order now that was a purple and reddish color to a nice blue color, same as the order button that you saw previously too, and that will give the user identification of that function that, oh, I can order the button, I can order from right from the inventory and use that button. So as far as the inventory, the ad is just button is different. This page prompts up when you hit the ad from this page, and that is the only thing that's different. And the edit is different color as well. The order list is completely the same. Nothing's changed with that. So that is pretty much part one. Part two, we have the login page to start, and you see what I showed you. We'll just move on. If you did hit don't have an account, it'll bring you right to information you need to fill in for a user and the sign up button, which has changed in color as well. I put this here again just to show you a reference of what these buttons might do. If you hit the shipping button, you bring right to the shipping list, which hasn't changed from last week. Everything is pretty much the same. If you hit the stores button, it'll bring you right down to the store pages, and those are pretty much the same. The only thing is when you do hit this button, it brings you to contact information, and then you'll see just a close name button instead of an X that I had before, which will bring you right back to that store list page. The other difference I had in part two was the buttons for the reminders, and the order and go to inventory is a different color, like you saw in the regular application. So this gives a reference for the user that okay, just hit that button and I'll be right back to the application. And the reminder for order is the same thing. I just changed this name to confirm, so it gives a little bit more clarification of what that button does. So that's pretty much part two, and then part three is completely new. Part three has 7 pages that I created. Now, the first page is a send email page. This is when you forget your password. So when you do hit this button, let's put this button right here, forget password, this will bring this page up, prompt you, and I just gave a nice brief description of what the user needs to do, and then an example of what to put in the text field. Now, as far as the button, you hit send, same color, and that will bring you to a loading indicator, which I want to exemplify for you, and the title will be send email, the same as that title. And then once that's done, you'll have a confirmation text saying that the email is sent, and that is for the forget password. Once the email is sent, you can go check your email and then just hit the key to log right back in, which will give you the login page. Now, these two particular pages right here are just demonstrations for error messages. Now, I wanted to demonstrate that the X's will show up next to each text field and explain to you what that X means to enter information or the correct information. So those are nice little error messages to display for the user. And then I've created a save info for credit card information, where once you hit this particular page, this button right here, it'll bring you to this page, and I wanted to show you what that says. And the cancel button's up there if you want to cancel. And then, of course, once you save your credit card information, you will be prompted to a confirmation saying that it was successfully saved. Now, here is the 3 parts that I created, and the reason why I wanted to create these improvements is because of the feedback that I got from my users and the reading that I actually read through the feedback mechanisms. You really need to, well, it taught me, you really need to go through your application design and storyboarding with a fine-tooth comb just to get really great information and apply it for your user. So I hope you really enjoyed this. Improvements I can say is status bar and screen names are not really different. Description labels have been changed a little bit. Confirmation indicators have been added. Loading bar and progress indicators have been added. Motion animation, not really too much, and there's not really a tutorial for this. I didn't create landscape mode because I didn't really think it was necessary for it at all. I hope you really had a great time, and see you soon.